Right away on page 1, we have a spelling error. What the heck is Kombat Armageddon? I joked about this book not having an editor, but now it's confirmed to be true, and that's confirmed with a K, by the way. Yup, today I'm going to review the entire Flawless Victory book to explain what a dumpster fire it actually is. Yeah, not only does this book use AI to upscale images, horribly I might add, but honestly the entire book feels made by AI. There's tons of blank space everywhere, random typos appear proving nobody checked this thing, and random screenshots and renders take up entire pages, instead of actual artwork or anything people would actually want to look at. Today's video is not meant to roast the book, by the way. I just want Mortal Kombat fans to get good products when they pay good money for it. This book cost fans $60, and this is not worthy of that price in my opinion. So yeah, because everyone enjoyed my last video so much, I'm gonna review the entire book today. And believe it or not, I will praise when the book does things right. That's just not going to be most of the video, but I will do it. So if you believe that Mortal Kombat fans deserve good products, please leave a like down below on this video and post a comment too. Because both of these actions help my channel perform better and also send a message to whoever made this abomination of an art book. Then for anyone new who might be watching, I'm trying to reach 500,000 subscribers before 2026. So let's do it together. If you enjoy this video, subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss any future entertainment. And alright everyone, without any further ado, let's begin. The video I'm reacting to was posted by the Art Book Collector. He shows the entire book, every single page, if you want to check him out. For this video, I'm obviously not going to show the full thing because I want you to watch his video. Alright, so first up we have the cover. Sometimes less is more, but let's look at Street Fighter and see how they did it. Their encyclopedia came out last year, and as you can see, there's actual artwork, original artwork made just for this book. That's cool. Now with that said, there's tons of mistakes here. As an artist myself, I'm having an aneurysm right now. What's going on with Chun-Li's shoulder placement? Her legs look weird, the eyes don't line up, it's weird. However, I still prefer this cover over the Mortal Kombat one because it's original artwork, it's something new. This Mortal Kombat book does not do that. It's just the Mortal Kombat logo with a blackish gray background. Alright, so turn the page, we have the Mortal Kombat 1 logo, because of course we do, and then the table of contents where there's a spelling error. Mortal Kombat Armageddon. That's right, com and bat are separate words here for some reason. How did this happen? Nobody reviewed this, nobody. If it got leaked this book was 100% made by AI, I would believe it. It feels like a machine made this book. Alright, the first page, and what is this? Just a random gameplay render taking up 75% of the page. What is happening? Is this straight from Google? Did somebody just Google Mortal Kombat and take random renders to throw on the front page? And also, what is this huge gap between the text and the image? All this negative space, that's gonna be a repeat thing, by the way. Many pages in this book have tons of dead space, right? Negative air everywhere. Well, the official art term is called negative space, right? Things where nothing is happening, and it can be done well, but here it just feels random, like a machine made this book. Oh, here we go. So I like this page. This should have been the opening of the book. Everything is being used, my eyes traveling all over the place. This looks nice. We've got gameplay, but also artwork mixed together in a way that's pretty seamless, honestly. There's warm and cool colors mix and match to make my eye travel everywhere. I like this page. Oh, and here we have some concept art, likely by Tobias himself. I've seen this because Tobias Jr. posted some of these sketches himself, so I've seen some of this, but it's cool to see in this book. Oh man, so I want to like this page because we have old artwork, right? A concept, very early thumbnail of what the stage is supposed to look like. That's the correct term. It's a thumbnail, not really concept art yet, which is an even earlier step in the art process. But then over here we just have screenshots, like boring old screenshots, and the page is barely used. Look at all the white everywhere, just not getting used. Okay, so finally our first character, Scorpion. I like that it's artwork over here from Mortal Kombat X. That's nice, and not gonna happen much in this book actually. Unfortunately, as you'll see later on, most of the time it's a 3D render over here. In other words, a screenshot straight from the game, like a PNG you find on Google, just dragged into this book and made big. That happens way too much in this book, and it's unfortunate. This page is good. I like this, except for the giant MK1 render. I don't think think MK1 Scorpion should be the biggest thing in this book for a couple reasons. Number one, it's not his best design, right? It's pretty old-fashioned, pretty minimalist, but also a majority of Scorpion fans hate this new version of the character because it's Kuai Liang instead of Hanzo. So yeah, if you want to dedicate a page to Scorpion, maybe don't use his newest version that everyone hates. Sub-Zero. So is this artwork or a render? I can't actually tell. So, oh, there's the AI art though. There it is. That's the AI art image of Sub-Zero. I call it Sub-Zero because it's a weird smeared version of Sub-Zero's artwork. MK1 Sub-Zero again. One thing you'll notice a lot in this book is tons of MK1 and the Netherrealm stuff, right? They're shoving the new stuff in instead of the old stuff, which may be fine to some, but I would argue most people buying this book are boomers because it's a book. For crying out loud, how many Zoomers and Youngbloods are buying books anymore? So if I was in charge of this project, it would be mostly older stuff getting shown, not new stuff. Because for one thing, you can Google and find all the new stuff, let's be real. Okay, so right here, this page actually looks good. I like this. Everything is being utilized. There's some negative space, but not too much. It looks good. What is going on? All this space just not getting used. Scale this image up. Fill that empty space. Look how far the images can go before the bleed messes things up. This tiny margin, I understand. You need some room because the printing process can cut stuff up or smear the edges. So I understand a tiny bit of bleed, a tiny margin, but what is this? Brother, what is this? Brother, Yo, Katana. And look, it's everyone's favorite version, Mortal Kombat X, which actually got censored, by the way, because woke actually began in Mortal Kombat X, but people aren't ready for that conversation yet, for some reason. Oh god, the terrible AI face right there. There it is. Oh my god, look how sexy Mortal Kombat X was gonna be, man. It all got censored, all of it got shut down. Then look at Mortal Kombat 11 and how stale and boring this looked by comparison. Oh my god, a giant 3D render. So here we go. This is when it begins. Like mentioned earlier, there's way too many giant 3D renders of the characters taken straight from the games instead of actual artwork, which people almost always prefer. We want to see art, not screenshots. We can find screenshots ourselves online. Melina, and she very sexy. Yes, she is. All the sexy outfits. So this is actually cool. We haven't seen much concept art for Melina in the early phases, especially for Mortal Kombat 1. Oh, then the disgusting render. The disgusting big 3D render. I don't like these. They're just not personally something I want to see in an art book. I don't care. What the? Whoa! They chose MK9 Sonya. That's kind of interesting. That's kind of funny because fans hate this costume, even though it's sexy, because it's unfitting for Sonya. She would not want to wear this. She's a military special forces member, right? She would not dress so provocative. Huh, so I find this interesting. For Nightwolf specifically, there's all of his gear for Mortal Kombat 11, his headpieces and weapons. That's odd because no one else got this. No other character so far has their gear on full showcase, just Nightwolf. Oh no, it's the worst version of Sindel, but no Twindel, luckily, so that's nice. On earlier pages, we saw more portraits of Sindel, but a whole render dedicated to her worst costume is kind of crazy. Okay, so this is cool. Actors in the actual costumes for the trailers or the cutscenes, all that stuff. More of this content would have been nice. I like this. Oh, interesting. So we're at Deadly Alliance and Moloch plus Draman actually get featured. That's good. I've heard many characters, including fan favorite popular characters, never appear in this book, which is crazy if true. I'm trying to take a mental note of which characters have appeared and have not. Tanya did not get a full page yet. All right, so Kenshi gets mentioned. That's good. He's pretty much the 3D era character. Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe is in here. Hell yeah. There better be tons of art. There we go. So something good. Tons of artwork for this game. I like that because it's a comic book tie-in, right? When your game crosses over with comic book characters, there better be tons of art. There better be. And that's it. It's already over. Dang. Okay, finally have Jade. It's the light-skinned Jade though. It's gonna upset some people. This version of Jade, ironically, never actually appears in the game, by the way. It's the same costume, but her skin looks completely different. That's what I would have opened up with, this image right here. Everyone loves this version of Jade. Smoke gets a section. That's kind of shocking. Still no mention of Bo Raicho or characters who appear uniquely in these early games. Like the Deadly Alliance section did not talk about Bo Raicho, which is odd. Okay, Cassie Cage has a page. Is Jackie Briggs gonna get a page? Nope, and no mention of her pro wrestler design either, which was the original idea for Cassie Cage. She was gonna be a pro wrestler with pink hair and like a UFC fighter. It was sick. I don't think the book shows that. We just get MK11 and a tiny bit of MKX. That's it, dang. MK Mobile. Oh, it's over. MK Mobile had like 1 page, dude. Alright, so real quick, I'm noticing that almost every NetherRealm character is getting mentioned, and either 1 page or 2 pages. Even hated characters like Devora get name dropped, so that's interesting. No Jackie yet, and also no Ferritor. So maybe if you're not famous, you don't get a page, but it's still funny to me how many NetherRealm characters there are. And there's finally Kano. I was gonna say, where the heck is Kano? Mortal Kombat Onslaught, let's go. How many pages though? This game got canceled for no reason, and it's over. That's it. It gets like 1.5 pages, holy crap. I know most of you watching never played Onslaught, I did not either, but from what I've heard, it's actually a pretty good game, fully realized too. However, it got canceled completely. I don't think you can even play the game anymore. It's completely gone, which is so wild. I don't think NetherRealm's done that for any other games. MK Mobile is still going. You know, I'm digging all the concept art and stuff, but it feels so random. Here's Reptile, AI here too, by the way. That's right, he got upscaled as well, but no one's been posting about it, which I find funny. Ooh, and some early drafts for his lizard form. I like that it has clothes. I wish they'd kept that. I think that fully lizard Reptile should have clothes, in my opinion, because he's never been naked in any games. Even when he's more reptilian, he's never been naked. Oh, Shang Tsung finally gets mentioned near the very end of the book. That's crazy. It's very odd how the characters aren't mentioned in order, you know, like all the first game characters, then second game characters in chronological order. It's not done that way. Instead, it skips around. Liu Kang just got mentioned for the first time as I'm talking. Oh wow, Mortal Kombat Annihilation getting a shout out. That's kind of crazy. It's only for 1 page, but still kind of wild. And everything else gets skipped. No Mortal Kombat Legacy, no Mortal Kombat Conquest. I'm not even sure if Defenders of the Realm is here. Midway Comics, all right, cool. Malibu Comics, all right, neat. I like that reference. All the funny spelling for Raiden, I like that. Mortal Kombat Legacy's right here. Okay, there we go. It's just spaced really weird, but there it is. There's Conquest. It's just done weird. Don't, wait a minute. Is that Shiro, the greatest Mortal Kombat character? Oh my God, the meme lives on. He made it into the book of all the characters in this series. That's so funny. Where's Mortal Kombat Rebirth? Does it get mentioned? I don't think they mentioned Rebirth. And that's it about the author. This tiny little bit and no photograph or nothing. To be fair, he wouldn't want to be associated with this, and I'm still not convinced an AI made this book. It might have made a good chunk of it. And conclusion with a K, that's cute. But honestly, the font should be bigger. It's hard enough to read on my computer, which is already scaled up big time, so pretty wild. Then finally, we have the back cover. Very simple, not much here to be honest. Looks kind of dirty as well. I think it comes pre-dirty, like acid wash jeans or pre-ripped. Alright everyone, that's my review of Flawless Victory, the official encyclopedia of Mortal Kombat. Tons of characters never got mentioned, including some fan favorites, which is wild. Plenty of NetherRealm characters though. They made sure to include the new ones that they own right now. But yeah, many of the old characters, including fan favorites, never get a page. Like Stryker didn't get a page. My boy Mocap never got mentioned. Chameleons never get mentioned. Shujinko was ignored. I think Taven and Dagon were ignored, who I mentioned because they're main characters and still not in this book. Entire games built around their character and story, yet not in this book. So yeah, overall I'd call it a scam. It just honestly is. I want this series to do well, man. I want good products for the fans, and this just is not it. Definitely not worth $60 or even $45. I think it's already on sale, which is wild. It came out this month, I think, and already it's on sale, so that's wild. Thanks for watching everyone, and I hope you enjoyed. If you think fans deserve better, please leave a like down below. Let's try and get 2,000 likes on today's video at least. Then for anyone new, finish that combo by subscribing and ringing that bell so you never miss any future videos. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdogs.